I think it was a 2-hour plane ride.
2 hour plane ride is not bad.
Not bad at all. You gotta
It's
be to
not
work
bad.
at 6 o'clock in the morning. You get on that plane at 3.
Right?
Okay?
Why not? And people do that. They work in different cities. Well, it's the cities. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not that far, but
On the plane is that.
what's good, y'all? It's the Demouchet REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. Super excited about this video, guys. If you're new to us and we're new to you, make sure you scroll down, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 100K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Cape Town versus Johannesburg. Cape Town and Johannesburg are the two heavyweight cities in South Africa.
All right, you guys. So, you guys always come underneath the comic section, and y'all be after me and Sierra. Y'all be asking us, which city do y'all prefer? Which language y'all think is better? Which this, that, and the third food? Everything, even in our lives. So, we got the vid for you guys today that y'all requested to Cape Town and Johannesburg, and I'm excited. They say these are both heavyweight cities.
Yeah.
So, we're going to let y'all decide in the comic section.
Which is better?
Which is better,
Now, this is cities in y'all country. So, come on. Be respectful.
Yeah, love on one another.
Okay, love on one another.
Yeah, but we're going to see who have what and who don't have what.
Yeah, Cape Town and Johannesburg.
Not that there are not many other wonderful towns and cities, but Cape Town and Johannesburg often get pitted against one another, in the battle of which is the better city to live in. Some people prefer Cape Town and other Johannesburg, so it's probably safer to just say that they are both special cities, and each one suits different tastes.
Facts.
Choosing one over the other for subjective reasons is bound to end up in an argument. However, it is still best for us to take a deep look at both cities to determine which we will prefer. But first, if you are new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notification so you don't miss any of our videos. Let's begin with demography. Populous cities usually offer better employment opportunities because of their large economies.
Right.
Big cities attract companies and business investment, and are usually important cultural centers and research hubs. Cape Town has a population of about 3.7 million people, while Johannesburg has a population of about 5.6 million people, meaning Johannesburg has a greater population than Cape Town. However, this population is unevenly distributed, that is, some parts of the city have more people than other parts. This is known as population density. Cities with high population densities can be considered overpopulated, which can be a problem if the infrastructure is underdeveloped. Johannesburg has a population density of 2,000 people per square kilometer higher than that of Cape Town with a population density of 1,400 people per square kilometer. The percentage of female residents in Cape Town is higher than that of Johannesburg. That is, Cape Town has a female population of 52.41%, while Johannesburg has 49.84% of female population. In contrast, the male population in Johannesburg is 50.16% higher than Cape Town with 47.59%. Economy. Cape Town is South Africa's second main economic center and Africa's third main economic hub city. It serves as the regional manufacturing center in the Western Cape. In 2019, the city's GDP of $33.04 billion represented 71.1% of the Western Cape's total GDP and 9.6% of South Africa's total GDP. The city also accounted for 11.1% of all employed people in the country and had a citywide GDP per capita of $7,524. Since the global financial crisis of 2007, the city's economic growth rate has mirrored South Africa's decline in growth, whilst the population growth rate for the city has remained steady at around 2% a year. Around 80% of the city's economic activity is generated by the tertiary sector of the economy, with the finance, retail, real estate, food and beverage industries being the four largest contributors to the city's economic growth rate. In 2008, the city was named as the most entrepreneurial city in South Africa, with the percentage of Capetonians pursuing business opportunities almost 3 times higher than the national average. Those aged between 18 and 64 were 190% more likely to pursue new business, whilst in Johannesburg, the same demographic group was only 60% more likely than the national average to pursue a new business.
Okay, I like that. That is talking about the entrepreneurs. I think that one would have had more of a benefit if the age group was lower than the average age group. So let's say that one age group was around 18 and the other was around, the 30s of entrepreneurs. I would say the 18 or older groups would have more of a benefit. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to make it sound like it sound. Because they're younger, right? And they have more to offer than, I ain't gonna say more to offer, but their lifespan kind of.
Younger people are more innovative.
Well, yeah, true. Yeah.
And especially with Cape Town being a port city, you can come up with a lot of different jobs that way. Businesses,
Yeah, that's something to look at as well. Well, yeah. Got it.
With the highest number of successful information technology companies in Africa, Cape Town is an important center for the industry on the continent. This includes an increasing number of companies in the space industry. Growing at an annual rate of 8.5%, nationwide the high-tech industry in Cape Town is becoming increasingly important to the city's economy. A number of entrepreneurship initiatives and universities, hosting technology startups such as Jumo, Yoko, Aerobotics, Luno, and the Sun Exchange are located in the city. The city has the largest film industry in the Southern Hemisphere, generating $476.19 million in revenue and providing an estimated 6,058 direct and 2,502 indirect jobs in 2013. Much of the industry is based out of the Cape Town Film Studios. On the other hand, Johannesburg is the economic and financial hub of South Africa, producing 16% of South Africa's gross domestic product and accounts for 40% of Gauteng's economic activity. In a 2008 survey conducted by MasterCard, Johannesburg ranked 47 out of 50 top cities in the world as a worldwide center of commerce.
In the world.
Mining was the foundation of the Witwatersrand's economy, but its importance is gradually declining due to dwindling reserves, and service and manufacturing industries have become more significant to the city's economy. While gold mining no longer takes place within the city limits, most mining companies still have their headquarters in Johannesburg. The city's manufacturing industries extend across a range of areas, and there is still a reliance on heavy industries, including steel and cement plants. The service and other industries include banking, IT, real estate, broadcast and print media, private healthcare, transport, and a vibrant leisure and consumer retail market.
Not bad.
Johannesburg has Africa's largest stock exchange, the JSE, although it has moved out of the central business district. Due to its commercial role, the city is the seat of the provincial government and the site of a number of government branch offices, as well as consular offices and other institutions. The container terminal at City Deep is known to be the largest dry port in the world, with some 50% of cargo that arrives through the ports of Durban and Cape Town arriving in Johannesburg. The City Deep area has...
I feel like so far each city has very, they have high points that's very important to their environment. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even compare half of it to it's important to have it here in Johannesburg, and it's important to have it in Cape Town.
Right. So, it's just different areas. I was thinking of where they're located at. And Cape Town, is at the tip. Johannesburg is, more of up north. So it's it's just different areas. I mean, you have to cater to your area, just like Johannesburg has the mining industry, and, all of that is just different,
In a good way, too. I don't think it's different in the way that it needs to be compared. I think it's different in the way that it's beneficial to where it's beneficial at for its purpose. It's serving its purpose.
Everywhere. That's everywhere.
It is. That is facts.
Been declared an IDZ by the Gauteng government. Now on to quality of living. Let's begin with low unemployment rate. Low unemployment rate indicates better career opportunities and economic growth. Johannesburg has a higher unemployment rate of 24.5% compared to Cape Town that has an unemployment rate of 19.4%, making Cape Town a better city than Johannesburg in terms of employment. Looking at the average salary of both cities, Cape Town has an average salary of $1,497.72, greater than that of Johannesburg, which is $1,463.97. Moving on to the rent for a one-bedroom apartment for both cities, which actually indicates how much of your salary would be allocated to rent expenses and the general cost of living of the city. In Cape Town, $718.18 is spent for rent in a one-bedroom apartment compared to $434.91 paid in Johannesburg. Meaning rent for a one-bedroom...
We're going to go to Johannesburg.
All that other stuff he was talking about is for another day. But when it's time to move, and we be like, so how much rent is?
Yeah.
Yeah, most people are going to go where it's beneficial for their pockets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just facts. I don't see nobody who want to spend an arm and leg for nothing.
Right. We'll make it look nice.
Yeah, facts.
How that house looked in Cape Town that we looked at? Oh, it had that. Oh, we're going to make that over here. Okay?
Yeah, and then we go in our college, we can look at the GDP and all that other stuff.
Yeah, we'll worry about
that later.
Apartment in Cape Town is higher than that in Johannesburg. Now, on to the GDP of both cities. The gross domestic product reflects the value and productivity of an economy. It measures the market value of all the final goods and services produced annually, to reflect the differences in the cost of living and inflation rate. The GDP at purchasing power parity in Cape Town is $103 billion compared to only $65.31 billion in Johannesburg. The prices of highly demanded consumer goods can help
why not
You know how high eggs is right now?
Girl, you talking about eggs again.
Because it's high.
Yo, why not just drive? How far is Cape Town from Johannesburg? How far? What's the drive?
You have to get on the plane because, of course, I had to look it up. I think it was a 2-hour plane ride.
2-hour plane ride is not bad.
Not bad at all. You got to be to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. You get on that plane at 3.
Right,
okay?
Why not? And people do that. They work in different cities. Well, it's the cities. It's not that far, but
on the plane it's not. I don't know about the car.
Our cities aren't that far apart.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's just more space. Africa has a lot more space.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just leave it at that. But
make it work.
If it's for work purposes and everything, and
get a hotel.
Bro, it's not bad. 2
Get
hours.
Get a hotel.
Okay.
Do alternate days of work. Make it work.
Right. I mean, there you go.
I like
the overall cost of living in the city. A lower average price for 1 liter of fuel is especially important for residents who drive daily around the city. Fuel price for 1 liter in Johannesburg is $1.24, while in Cape Town is $1.23. This means that fuel is cheaper in Cape Town than in Johannesburg. Let's end this point with the average price of a beer that is 0.5 little in both cities. The average price of a bottle of beer is calculated for locally produced beers sold in shops/supermarkets. In Cape Town, the average price for a bottle of beer is higher than that of Johannesburg, that is $1.44 in Cape Town and $1.41 in Johannesburg. Transportation. While taxis and private drivers typically cost much more than public transportation, people usually spend around $17 per day to get around in Johannesburg. Public transportation tends to be much less expensive in Cape Town than paying for a taxi or private car service, as is expected. Typically, people spend $17 on transportation in Cape Town on average per day. And on air transport, prices for flights to both Cape Town and Johannesburg change regularly based on dates and travel demand.
That's how it is.
We suggest you find the best prices for your next trip on kayak, because you can compare the cost of flights across multiple airlines for your preferred dates.
Now let's just say this, when it comes to comparing your lifestyles between the 2 different cities, it's all about what you're doing with your life. You may have a family, you may have a single person, you may have a couple, you may have a distance relationship. It's like, I think everybody's answer is going to be different when it comes to where they prefer to stay. And I just think it's all about what you got going on with yourself.
Exactly.
At that time, you know what I'm saying? You can be a young entrepreneur. Cape Town might be best.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Johannesburg may not be better for you if you work in a governmental building, like they said. You know, you may just want to stay in Johannesburg. I like Johannesburg prices though.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's sweet. Yeah.
While on rail transport, the Shashaloza Mail is the passenger rail operations of Spornet and operates 2 long-distance passenger rail services from Cape Town. A daily service to and from Johannesburg via Kimberley, and a weekly service to and from Durban via Kimberley, Bloemfontein, and Pietermaritzburg. These trains terminate at Cape Town Railway Station and make a brief stop at Belleville. Cape Town is also one terminus of the luxury tourist-oriented Blue Train, as well as the 5-star Rovos Rail. Metrorail operates a commuter rail service in Cape Town and the surrounding area. The Metrorail network consists of 96 stations throughout the suburbs and outskirts of Cape Town. And in Johannesburg, the Metrorail Gauteng commuter rail system connects central Johannesburg to Soweto, Pretoria, and most of the satellite towns along the Witwatersrand. The railways transport huge numbers of commuters every day. However, the Metrorail infrastructure was built in Johannesburg's infancy and covers only the older areas in the city's south. The northern areas, including the business districts of Sandton, Midrand, Randburg, and Rosebank, are served by the rapid rail-linked Gautrain. Cost of living. Based on research, it is indeed generally more expensive to live in Johannesburg than in Cape Town.
Really?
That is, consumer prices in Johannesburg are 11.82% higher than in Cape Town.
I knew it.
Also,
I knew it. Groceries and all this is expensive.
But I don't know. I like the rent prices. I like the rent
I'm just saying, it's like, so you go out there to live, but you're paying more on food.
You'll have to decide.
Yeah, I don't know, y'all.
I don't know.
I gotta go back and go through all the conversations he had.
Because we've seen homes of both.
We have, yeah.
And we'll just buy, and you don't have to worry about rent.
Yeah,
and this is just hypothetically, guys, because they hear y'all come. When y'all moving? Yeah, just.
Prices in Johannesburg are 13.98% higher than in Cape Town. And groceries prices in Johannesburg are 6.37% also higher than in Cape Town.
See?
However, it needs to be remembered that while you do have to pay more for the same lifestyle in Johannesburg as in Cape Town, it is likely that you will be making more money, which balances out the disparity. Johannesburg is a great place for business. The local purchasing power in Johannesburg is 15.15% higher than in Cape Town. There is one aspect, though, in which Johannesburg is cheaper. The actual part of the living, in other words, your accommodation. Cape Town is nearly 15% more expensive to rent in. The principle applies to buying property as well. In general, you will pay less for houses for sale in Pretoria or Johannesburg than in Cape Town. Perhaps it's because so many people want to move to Cape Town. Perhaps you have to pay a premium to have both the beach and the mountains in your view. Parts of Cape Town are more expensive than others, of course. If you stick to the northern suburbs, you will find the rent much more relaxed. But if you want to live in the CBD, be prepared to pay for the luxury of being in the heart of the mother city. It's tough to say which city is the most costly to live in because, while expenditures are greater in Johannesburg, you will almost certainly make more. So, if you are trying to choose between the two cities, you should consider other variables. Miscellaneous. This involves things like safety level at night and during the day, average monthly cost of basic utilities, price of internet, and many more. Let's start with safety level at night for both cities. An indicator of how safe people feel walking alone in the city during the night, with 1 being very unsafe and 10 being very safe. The safety level at night in Cape Town is 1.49%, which is far better than that in Johannesburg, which is 0.86%. And on safety level during the day, Cape Town is better with 4.74%, while Johannesburg has 3.02%. This means that when it comes to safety both during the day and night, Cape Town is safer than Johannesburg. And on average monthly cost of basic utilities of both cities. That is monthly cost of electricity, heating, cooling, water, and garbage for an 85 meters square apartment. In Cape Town is $105.53, while
Because I can already see you saying, why my bill so high? You know what I'm saying? Your house is nice and everything.
Yeah.
But you're saying, but why am I never paid this much on the bill before? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what he about to say. So Cape Town, he say, we're going to rewind it. But I think Johannesburg probably going to have the highest billing. Might, because, let's just see. Let's just see.
Utilities of both cities. That is monthly cost of electricity, heating, cooling, water, and garbage for an 8 to 5 meters square apartment. In Cape Town is $105.53, while in Johannesburg is $122.81. And the average monthly price of internet in Cape Town is $54, while in Johannesburg is $58.45. And on the quality of drinking water, which is an indicator of how drinkable the tap water is, with 1 being not drinkable and 10 being very drinkable. Cape Town scores 7.31, while Johannesburg scores 6. Meaning it is more safe drinking water in Cape Town than in Johannesburg. Overall, both Cape Town and Johannesburg are both great cities with strong economies with beautiful facilities.
Yes.
Thus, we will conclude on the stand that both cities are equal in most aspect.
Yeah.
Or what do you think? Drop it in the...
I think they're pretty balanced.
Yeah, I believe so. I think
they're pretty balanced.
I don't know. I just feel like I lean more towards Johannesburg.
Yeah, I think people go there too because your living is more like you get paid more for your job. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the only thing. People want good jobs.
Right. But let us know where you guys live, why you like it.
Facts. Good
how's your life? Your quality of life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. Our reaction request is in the description box below. We'll see you soon.
Peace.